So in our chapter 1, information system in business, we know we have two topics is here. One is information system in business, another the components of information system. So the component of information system, today we will discuss this one, the components of information system, and it is the within the information systems in business. System concept, a foundation, as saying in your syllabus. So the component of information system. So first times the system concept and deals with business process as well as our understanding of information system and technologies. That's why we need to discuss how generic that means general system concept apply to business firm or organization and the component of the activity of the information system. So understanding system concept, it will help us to understand many other concepts in the technology, application, development, and management information system. A system concept help to understand what will we understand. Number one, technology. Then we will be understand applications and development. Finally, management. So what is technology? That means under that concept, technology, computer networks are system of information processing component that use a variety of hardware, software, data management, and telecommunication network technology. That all thing we should understand within we would be understand within these topics. And application, e-business and e-commerce. What is that means e-business and e-commerce is a different thing, and e-business is broader sense. E-commerce is a part of e-business. Application involve interconnected business information system. And development, developing ways to use information technology in business includes designing and basics component and information system. And management, managing information technology emphasize the quality, stressing business value, and security of the organization information system. So technology, application, development, management, all we will be understand from here. What is system? If we think here, what is system? Look here, system is a set of interrelated components with a clearly defined boundary working together to achieve a common set of objectives by accepting inputs and processing outputs in an organization transformation process. So look here, what is system? If any question, describe the system. What do you mean by system? The system, it means that system is a set of interrelated components with a clearly defined boundary working together to achieve a common set of objectives for the achieving the goal, mission, vision of the organization by accepting inputs and processing outputs in an organized transformation process. So it's called a system. The basic function of system is, what is basic function? Number one, input, processing, output, and subsystem. So input involves capturing and assembling elements that enter the system to be proceeds. Input and processing involves transformation processes that convert input into output. Output involves transforming elements that have been produced by a transformation process to their ultimate destination, that means finished goods. Subsystem. Subsystem is a system that is a component of large system. So system can be a big size, a small, big, sometimes subsystem also a system, and there are different types of system. That means combination of more than one subsystem make another big system. So here subsystem said that subsystem is a system that is a component of a large system. To make system more useful, we need include two elements here: feedback. just like our communication. Sender is sending the information through a channel. After processing, is go for the receiver. After taking the receiver make the feedback to the sender. So this is the communication process, that way fulfill their work. So same way here, if this system include the feedback and control, that the system would be a perfect system. So feedback means if output is not to the good quality or up to the mark or the achieving the 100% standard, that feedback go to again input level, and the control is there. So need the control and feedback within the system. So here we can say that there are 5 or 6 part of a system. Number 1, input, processing, output, subsystem, feedback, and control. The feedback is data about the performance of a system. For example, data about sale performance are feedback to a sales manager. And control involves monitoring and evaluating feedback to determine whether a system is moving towards the achievement of its goal. So control, that means within the system, is required the feedback and control also. So if we give an example here, a manufacturing system accept raw material as input and process finished goods as output, and within this system, look here, an information system is a system that accept resource, that means data, no raw material. Here input is data within an information system as input. Yeah
স্যার, এখানে আপনি আমি সিস্টেমকে ইনপুট করলাম, ইনপুট করলে প্রসেসিং হবে, ডাটাটা প্রসেসিং হলে আউটপুট হবে এবং ফিডব্যাক পাবো এবং কন্ট্রোলও পাবো। ফিডব্যাকও দিতে হবে সেই জিনিসটা, এবং কন্ট্রোল করলেই তো ফিডব্যাক আসবে, আমার ভালো একটা ফিডব্যাক। কিন্তু স্যার সাবসিস্টেম কেন এখন অ্যাড হয়েছে স্যার?
প্রত্যেকটা জিনিস হলো একটা সিস্টেম। মনে করেন আপনি চিন্তা করেন, আপনি যে অডিট করতে যায় একটা কোম্পানিতে অডিট করেন, দেখবেন ওদের অনেক ধরনের সফটওয়্যার ব্যবহার করতেছে। একটা হতো অ্যাকাউন্টিং সফটওয়্যার, হ্যাঁ আপনি ব্যাংকে দেখেন, আপনি দেখবেন যে এদের সিবিএস আছে, পাশাপাশি তাদের রিকনসিলেশনের সফটওয়্যার আছে, তাদের এডি ব্রাঞ্চের আলাদা সফটওয়্যার আছে, তারপরে হলো এই যে ফরেন রিমিটেন্স আসতেছে, রিমিটেন্সের আলাদা সফটওয়্যার আছে, রিকনসিলেশনের আছে, তারপরে অডিট সফটওয়্যার আছে। এই এক একটা সফটওয়্যারের এক একটা সিস্টেম, এই সব সাব সিস্টেম মিলে, অথবা এগুলো যদি এক একটা মডিউল হয়, এই মডিউলগুলো মিলে পুরাটা হলো একটা সিস্টেম। তো ওই সিস্টেমের ভিতরে সাবসিস্টেম হচ্ছে এইটা, যে সাবসিস্টেমটা একটা পার্ট, ছোট ছোট সিস্টেমগুলো মিলে একসময় লার্জার সিস্টেম হতে পারে, সেটার জন্য এখানে সাবসিস্টেম আসছে। সাবসিস্টেমটা হচ্ছে একটা পার্ট অফ দ্য লার্জার সিস্টেম, ইজ এ কম্পোনেন্ট অফ লার্জার সিস্টেম। অনেক সময় অনেকগুলি সাবসিস্টেম মিলে একটা বড় সিস্টেম হতে পারে, দ্যাটস ওয়াই এখানে সাবসিস্টেমটা আসছে। দ্য বেসিক কম্পোনেন্ট ঠিক আছে আমার, যেমন ইনপুট দিব, সেটা প্রসেস হবে, আউটপুট হবে, আমি ফিডব্যাক দেব, কন্ট্রোল করব। কিন্তু অনেক সময় অনেকগুলো সাবসিস্টেমের কাজগুলি প্রত্যেকটার ভিতরে কিন্তু ইনপুট আছে আলাদা আলাদা, প্রত্যেকটা কিন্তু আবার আপনার আউটপুট আছে, এক একটা করে আলাদা প্রসেস হচ্ছে, কিন্তু ফাইনালি এটা কিন্তু মিলে আবার এক জায়গায় যাচ্ছে। যখন আমার ব্যাংকের ক্ষেত্রে ধরেন সিবিএস, তো এই ক্ষেত্রে এই জন্য এখানে সাবসিস্টেমটাকে ইনক্লুড করা হয়েছে বইতে, বুঝছেন স্যার?
জি স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
So an information system is a system that accept resource data as input and process them into products, that means it comes to information as output. So it is the fundamental things of process. Here input, processing, output is goes to feedback and control within this framework also. A business organization is a system in which human and economic resource are transformed by various business process into goods and service. If we see here, system has input lead to change in processing, does that means system has input, system does processing, and also input lead to change in the process, and process goes to the feedback, and system produce output, can be measured and provide feedback. Output can be compared to the goal, or system has the goal, and also feedback can be compared to the goal, and this can be run within a system. So a business organization is a system in which human and economic resource are transformed by various business process into goods and service. A common cybernetic system is a home temperature control system. It's a home transfer or thermometer, or that means our flux, etc. That type of system, also common system, describe room temperature here, voltage, gas valve, gas fuel, France, and plus minus heat loss, room, actual room temperature. Also at this moment we are using the AC in our room, and remote of that AC there is different types of, that is manual, also they use in the automated AC control with the room. That means cooling system is controlled with the room. That also the automated system. So that type of system, different types of electronic system, our computer system, all system. So basically saying that what is the system? This is the fundamental thing, and also is the our definition also. System is a set of interrelated components with a clearly defined boundary, working together to achieve a common set of objectives by accepting input and producing output in an organized transformation process. So there are a lot of things. System, a set of interrelated components, one thing, clearly defined boundary, working together, achieve common goal, set of objective by accepting input, what is giving the inputting, and the producing output, transformation process within the transformation process. So everything is here within this definition. Now, other system characteristics. A system does not exist in a vacuum. Rather, it exists in a function in an environment controlling other system. So system needs an environment. Without environment, system cannot exist. If a system is one of the components of a large system, it is a subsystem. And the larger system is its environment. Look here. If a system is one of the components of a large system, that is a small system, it is a subsystem. And the larger system is the environment. For example, your banking software, CBS software, one payment module is also a system. So it's the part of the system, and total CBS is the environment. Total CBS software is the environment, but payment module or receive module or AD-Branch module, everything, or that's the window, Islamic window, that's module, etc. is a separate subsystem. It is the within the environment of main system, that means CBS. Several systems may share the same environment. It is the characteristics of system. So systems characteristic is system is need the environment, and system is one system is a component of a large system. It would be the subsystem, and the larger system is the environment, and several systems may share the same environment. Some of these systems may be connected to one another by means of the shared boundary or interface. And all system has the boundary. The concept of an open system, that is a system that interact with other system in its environment. So one thing is open system, another one is closed system. So open system is that with the concept that a system that interacts with other system in its environment. The system exchange input and output with its environment. So systems input output share করে তার এনভায়রনমেন্টের ভিতরে. The system is connected to its environment by input and output interfaces. A system that has the ability to change itself or its environment to survive in an adapted system. So here another system, its name is adapted system. Name is adapted system. So what is adapted system? The system that has the own ability to change itself or its environment to survive as an adapted system. So adaptive system is that means need the adaptation also. So adaptive system is that system can be changed for survival. The system itself can change for within this environment. Organizational system. What is organizational system? Just make it organizational system. A business is an example of an organizational system in which economic resource, that means our input, are transferred by various business process, that means through the processing, into goods or service, and that is our output. So information system provide information, that means feedback, about the operation of the system to management for the maintaining the system. It is the control and is exchange the input and outputs with the environment. So this is the organizational system. If we see here, it is the within the organization. Here in our process, our input is that economic resource. What is that? It's people, money, material, machine, land, facility, energy, information, etc. Maybe input, and from that input, processing is that business process, make, develop, produce, and delivery product and service, support to the customer, and other process. Then output, goods and service, our product, service, it may be payment, maybe contribution, that may be information, or data, final, that means finished data, and other effect, it can be output. That output here, information system is giving the feedback through input output within the process. All are interrelated here, and this information feedback also, flow of feedback go to the management for the control. And within this boundary, here, look here, this box here, outside with the boundary, we have the community, we have the competitor, we have the customers, we have the stakeholders, we have the labor union, CBA, collective bargaining agent, we have the financial institutions, our bank, financial institutions, other stakeholder, we have the supplier, we have the government agencies for our tax, VAT, and also other thing. So these all are our stakeholder of the business. So stakeholders are our supplier, labor union, stakeholder, that means customer, financial institute, bank, government agency, our community, our competitor, all are the stakeholder. So here saying that the stakeholders in the business environment. So that this is our business environment, and all are the stakeholder within the business. So here organizations such and business and government agency are good example for the system in society, which is their environment. Society contains multi-mode of such system, including individual and their social, political, and economical institutions. And organization are example of the open system because they interface and interact with other system in their environment. This organization is basically example of open system because this system, they have the capacity to adjust with other system. That means always business process, always we are changing, and based on our customers demand, because nowadays your product would be the customer oriented. That's why we are seeing that if you go for toothpaste, purchasing toothpaste, there are a lot of size, different color, different flavor also, etc. Because product is one, but difference dimension for the choice of different choice for the customer. So based on the customer choice, we are changing our production pattern, we are changing our processing, we are changing our input, we are changing our output, because always need to survival the company, always need to survival our product within the market. For capturing the market share, need to diversification always. So that's why that system is a open system. Anytime can be sweep each other. And organization are example of also the adaptive system, because they can modify themselves to meet the demand of changing environment. So also we can say that an organization system is also an open system and also the adaptive system, because any moment system can be changed based on the customer environment, based on the changing environment, based on the customer needs. The information system are made up with interrelated component. We know people, hardware, software, peripheral, and networks. So they have clearly defined boundary. We have seen there at the first time. And function, modules, types of application depends on end user group. All of the interrelated components work together to achieve a common goal by accepting input and output for the organization transformation process, using raw material, hiring new people, manufacturing product or sale, and disseminating the information to others. An information system make extensive use of feedback and control to improve their effectiveness. For example, error message is come within the system, dialogues box, password, and use of right of management. And many information systems are designed to change in relation to the environment, and they are adaptive. In banking sector, who are in cash officer, it's a specific user ID password is using that person. So that user ID password, if you use another one, so what they do, all the name of that person, the real owner of that user ID password. So it is the sensitive. Need that time, for example, after 15 days, you have to change your password. So that type of dialog box, that is one type of control. So for example, if you go your Google account, you will see that 12 years, your password is 12 years. You do not change it. So sometimes that password may be compromised to the other person. So that person will input, that means enter in your email, and your all data can be shipped from your account to his account or other account. Also আপনার ইমেইলে আরেকজন ঢুকে যদি সে পাসওয়ার্ডটা পরিবর্তন করে দেয়, তাহলে আপনার ইমেইলটা কিন্তু বন্ধ হয়ে গেল, আপনি আর এখানে ঢুকতে পারবেন না, কারণ পাসওয়ার্ডটা আপনি এখন জানেন না, পাসওয়ার্ডটা আরেকজন জানে। তো এই জন্য আমাদের এই যে পাসওয়ার্ড ম্যানেজমেন্ট, এই জিনিসগুলো আসলে কন্টিনিউ কিন্তু চেঞ্জ করতে হয়। সফটওয়্যার যেগুলি আছে সেন্সিটিভ সফটওয়্যার, সেই সফটওয়্যারগুলো কিন্তু একটা নির্দিষ্ট দিন বা 10 দিন বা 15 দিন পরে পাসওয়ার্ড পরিবর্তন করতে হয়। এবং শুধু তাই না, পাসওয়ার্ডের কিছু ক্যারেক্টার আছে, কি কি জিনিস থাকবে পাসওয়ার্ডে, আবার কেস থাকবে, হ্যাঁ, তারপরে ধরো আন্ডারলাইন থাকবে, স্টার থাকবে, কিছু সংখ্যা থাকবে, কিছু কথা থাকবে, এই সব মিলে জিলে বা ওয়ার্ড থাকবে, পাসওয়ার্ড ম্যানেজ করতে হয়। তো এগুলোও কিন্তু আমাদের হলো একটা সিস্টেমের একটা জিনিস। যেমন হলো মেনি ইনফরমেশন সিস্টেম আর ডিজাইন টু চেঞ্জ ইন রিলেশন উইথ দ্য এনভায়রনমেন্ট and our adaptivity. And intelligent software is an expert system and highly specialized decision support system, and that information system or system just like any other system. Their value of the modern organization, however, is unlike any other system ever created. So all other system, it's like information system also is a system. Component of information system. So what are the component of information system? All information system use people, hardware, software, data, and network resource to perform input, processing, output, storage, and control activities that transform data resource into information products. So here, the components of information systems are people, hardware, software, data, and network resource. If we see here, people resource, end user and information system specialist. Who are the people? End user, we are using, and also the specialist of the information system who are making the software, coding it, programmer. They are the people. And end user, data entry operator, customer care service, also the accounts officer, and also the officer cash of the bank, the teller, etc. All are the people. So it is the people resource. And software resource. Software resource are programs and procedure. And then hardware resource, machine and media. Network resource, communication media, and network support. Data resource are data and knowledge base. And within all this resource, here, if we see inside input of data resource to the processing data into information, that is goes to output of information product. And that after processing, also we can make it a storage for the data resource and also for the control of the system performance, and that all activities that within the system, that means system activities. System activities is that input, process, output, storage, control, all are the system activities, and with the support of people resource, software resource, hardware resource, network resource, and data resource, the system working within the organization, within the system, within the environment of a system, they work this way. And an environment system is a system that accepts data resource as input and process them into information product as output. So information system is a system that accept data resource and process it for the information product. How does an information system accomplish this task? What system component or activity are they involved? We can say that an information system model is express a fundamental conceptual framework. That framework is this one. For the major component and activity of the information system, so we can say that the information system depends on the resource of people, hardware, software, data, network, and people, as we say, end user and information system specialist, hardware, machine media, software, program and procedure, data and knowledge base, and network, communication media, and network support to perform output, processing, output, storage, and control activities that transform data resource into information product. These information system model highlight the relationship among the component and activity of the information system. So this is also the highlighting their activity. Input goes to the process make the output, and also the data is storing, and also control is here, including all resource here. And it also provides the framework, emphasizes 4 major concepts. We have seen that people, hardware, software, people resource, data resource, and information processing. Information resource, system resource. Also the component, also the resource also here. Look here. An information system consists of 5 major resources. 5 major resources: people, hardware, software, data, and network. This 5 is also component, also resource, we can say it. Let's briefly discuss several concepts here. So people resource, as we have seen here, this one is people resource, software resource, hardware resource. All are the component, all are the resource. So here, people resource are the essential ingredient of the successful operation of all information system. Because without people, cannot run any system, because inputter is the system, that is all automated system is doing, but that system programmed by an programmer, a specialist, he or she is the people. And then hardware resource, it include all physical device and materials used in information processing, computer system, computer, etc. And software resource include all set of information processing, instruction, system software, application software, procedure, etc. All within the software resource, and all within the software resource. And data resource, the concept of data as an organizational resource has resulted in a variety of changes in the modern organization. So data, that means nowadays of data, that means big data analysis, all things within the data. If you think at a bank, all are within the data. All receive payment within the data. Everything within data, just data analysis and data resource and manage the data. So data resource is the concept of data as an organizational resource has resulted in a variety of changes in the modern organization. And network resource, communication technologies and network are fundamental resource component of all information system, communication media, network, infrastructure, etc. So we can say that information system resources are 5. There are 5 major information system resource: people resource, hardware resource, software resource, data resource, network resource. So here, example of information system resource and product. It's also taken from your reference book. So people resource, here specialized. Who are the specialized? System analyst, software developer, system operator, programmer, etc. And programmer also the software resource. And hardware resource, machine, that means computer, video monitoring, magnetic disk states, printer, optical scanner, etc. hardware resource. And if we see the media, disks and device, tab, optical, and etc. Software resource are programmers, operating system programmers, spreadsheet programs, word processing program, payroll, etc. Procedure, data entry procedure, error correction process, pay and check process, etc. Data resource, product description, customer record, employees files, inventory database, etc. The data resource. For example, in HR software, if any employees that means code, input the code, all data with the visual. Also, if input the national ID within the hit to our national server, election commission server, all data within there. So here, network resource data. Okay, so network resource, communication media, communication process, network access, control software, etc. And information procedure. And here look at the network resource. For example, at this moment, there are different types of device for employee attendance, fingerprint, card punching, etc. That also within the system, that data go to the HR payroll software. And for example, if I punch my finger with that device, it means that I am at the present at the office. So that signal, that data, that information go to the HR payroll software, and the employee who are entitled for overtime, the all overtime counting through the system, because when the employee leave the office, just punch or fingering, if it was 7 or 8 or 9, the extra time the payroll software calculating their overtime. So also is the network resource and also network access control software is there. So information product, management report and business document using text, graphics, display, audio, and it's the presentation or dashboard presentation. This is the information product. Based on that information, management can take any decision for next step. So we can say that there are different types of resource and product, and within our information system resource, basically 5 types of resource: people, hardware, software, data, network.